this is still the weekend show, and this is the weekend social. I also call it the dessert, appetizer. This is where we serve you ice cream. Yes, creamy, juicy. We give it to you every how you want it. We drop it like it's hot. Yes, I'm talking about weekend socials, where we talk about social media trends. What trended on social media this week? Mostly we're going to be dealing with videos. But then I'm not alone in the studio. David is still here.
Yeah.
Amaka is still here.
Hi.
You people are beginning to intimidate me here.
We need to because
Okay, hi.
No one does it better than the girls. Like we have the attitude.
No, I'm doing the guys' own now.
Okay, so we're going to be talking about everything that trended on social media. We have a lot of funny clips. We're going to be starting with a video that it made me laugh. It was very funny, but then it's not funny. It's actually of I think this should be a tricycle, an overloaded tricycle. So let's watch it.
Stop. Yo, Mas
So that was very funny. I mean,
serves him right. Actually,
that's actually a pickup van.
I don't
She
know.
does a tricycle.
It's a tricycle.
I don't know why
Carrying
people-
something a 911 will not carry.
Exactly. You know what? That's why I said it served him right, because I don't know how you can be a human being and not still have common sense.
Common
Like
sense is not
common
common.
sense is not common, like we say.
But this
then,
one should have been.
This one should have been, because I cannot imagine. I don't know if those were bags of rice or bags of.
Looks like bags of
but then
sugar.
obviously from the mathematical calculation, you already know that
It's an
tricycle
improper
is an
fraction.
improper.
Why are we going to continue with this?
don't
FRC
know.
has made calls and calls.
Exactly.
That goods alone, that goods alone is too much for a truck.
But then the
A
part
truck,
that
not
cracks
even
me
a
up-
tricycle.
Talk more of
A tricycle.
a
For crying
vehicle
out
that is
loud.
just a shift from
from bike.
from bike
Actually, what actually cracked me up is the way the driver was hanging.
hanging on there, and he couldn't do anything about it.
That's why I said.
I think, just like you said, common sense
It's
is not common. But for crying out loud, greediness, we should call.
Is that greed?
It's
Yes,
greed.
it is.
You know
It
what
is.
you have cannot carry this.
But because you
and
want-
you want the money. You remember, I think last week or last 2 weeks, one truck that we saw that was virtually dead. That somebody used
Yes,
to
yes.
carry something. I don't know.
Oh my God,
can you
that
imagine? He even got some guys to push it, and amongst these guys,
See.
none of them told him.
Like seriously.
As soon as the guys left the car,
This is pure improper fraction, and the improper fraction is, let me say, 100/1.
You know what? We Nigerians were fond of doing this because sometime last week I watched a video on a friend's status, and the car, it was a 504. We already know 504s. They are
Yes.
very prominent. People like to use them for loads because it's fizzled out of the industry, of course.
Yes.
Other vehicles are common, but then this particular
From the
504.
from the fashion and the nobility industry.
So this particular 504 had a lot of, like, it was fully loaded.
Okay.
And I was just watching to see if the car was even going to move at all.
Yes.
And guess
And
what?
it moved.
It did. It actually did.
and then
I
and,
watched
I'm
that video.
surprised.
and then you remember those ones that will load and load beside, even on the tire, and you discover the tire is not even, he's finding it difficult to
Stay
find
on the-
himself.
on the
Please.
floor.
Why is this?
Don't forget that you can call and tell us what you think. Call into the show. Let's hear what you think. What do you think about that? Did you find it as funny as I did? I mean, each time I close my eyes, I still see the picture of the man hanging on top, shouting for help.
He was like, he went to meet God, hopefully.
And do you know one funny thing? This same guy, maybe he had succeeded, or
Once or twice.
he fell from that tricycle, because I can't call it truck.
That's
Fell
a
from
big
it
thing,
and maybe hit his head on the floor and let us survive.
And-
He will now go to church and say, I thank God for what happened today. You know, after the accident, I survived.
Yeah.
When you are the person that designed, you are the author and the finisher of the accident.
And finish that. So, there was an accident on the sea recently. The ship capsized because it was carrying twice as much weight as it should. And now I'm just wondering, because so many people died, you can imagine, like the ship was designed to carry just 100%, and then passengers, and then 200 passengers were loaded on the ship, and it capsized, and so many of them couldn't swim, and that was so. Let us begin to bring out the dangers of all of this thing. Just because the guy was hanging in the air like he was trying to meet God, does not necessarily mean that. Because imagine the ship now, and so many people, so many casualties. It could happen to anybody. This is hazardous to our roads.
Some passengers, some of these commercial buses load. You see, this seat is actually meant for 2 people. They'll
Yes, exactly.
put maybe construct a seat and put at the middle, and then fill it up. Maybe 5 people to increase money. And we attachment. Attachment. Chibuzo, put attachment here.
I think these are the things the Federal Road Safety should even look into.
Yes.
The whole overload of vehicles. When you see these cars, they are going to constitute. It could cause an accident.
It does several times.
Yeah, so let's go over to the next video. The next video is also going to be very hilarious, but then when you look at it from another angle, it's not supposed to be hilarious. Now, this is about a dog chasing a man. Okay, so that's also very hilarious. It's become a very, very
I'm sorry, I couldn't stop laughing.
that video has become very, very trendy. It's all over social media. But then one thing that really caught my attention, I think it was like the 10th time I watched it.
Yeah.
Now somebody was actually videoing, and the person was happy, laughing, while somebody was actually looking for help. The guy was shouting, so that doesn't mean it wasn't staged.
Exactly.
The dog
And
was
it wasn't a
practically
joke.
on him. So it wasn't like he was having fun there. There were also people there, and they were having fun laughing.
This is our world of today. Social media has become the end thing.
It's not funny.
Everything now is seen as, hey, let me post it on social media
The
so I can
guys
get
are
likes
there,
and followers.
and they don't want to help the guy.
The other guy was actually videoing. I saw a
And
post
laughing.
and laughing of someone who was drowning, and then he raised his hands and was obviously he was sinking. He was drowning, and then everybody were like,
Let's be the first person.
let's be the first person to catch this news. It's come on, our mentalities have to change. We as human beings, it is not. I don't understand why the trend now has become.
Let me post it first.
Let me post it first. Social media. People are dying, and people.
Considering the dangers or the life of the person involved.
Exactly.
At that point, that guy needs help.
That guy needed help.
No matter, some people will tell you that the dog might have been treated as a pet. For me, I hate pets anyway. Dog and pussycat
I actually
pets.
love. I love
don't
dogs.
want to go there. But when you talk about social media and the kind of control we want to have, it should not get to the sanity of
Yes.
how you use your media. If your media is not used to better someone's life, then being there is not necessary.
It's not because like you notice sometimes in an accident scene, like there was one particular video that trended once. I think it should be June or July.
Yeah.
A lady that died while giving birth.
Yes.
Now somebody was actually there busy videoing her, and she was dying. And the person was videoing her, and before you know it, the video actually trended on social media. She was giving birth, she died there. The first time I watched it, I thought it was actually a staged drama, but then the lady died there. Now somebody had the conscience to be videoing when another person is dying,
And somebody cheered
and the
it.
nurse kept making like an instruction, like get something. Nobody was getting the stuff.
And even the person videoing did not
The
even
person
deem it
video
fit
was
to
like
get the stuff
the
for the
person
nurse.
video was like, oh, she's dying, she's dying, he she was even commentating.
Where has our conscience gone to?
It's really bad.
Where has our conscience gone to?
Or sometimes you see an embarrassing situation. Like there is one that trended, but we couldn't air it because the content was bad.
Yeah.
Of a guy that pranked a lady, was like, there is scorpion in your back. The lady had to pull all her clothes. And somebody was videoing. The next thing, the lady's video is all over the internet. She was naked there. It's not funny. I think our orientation about social media has to change. Yes. So now we're going to the next video that trended. This time around, it's a video that I think is drawing all of us to be very careful. Now, a lady, I think we should watch it, Sha, because the lady went as far as narrating the story.
Person call me say won't carry the load, go give his sister. That's okay. Carry the load, come. I asked him what he did inside. He said na crayfish, beans, gari, and some other food items. I collect the load for her. Reach inside house now, so I want to come out. I say ma check the load. I check other ones finish. And I say ma open the crayfish. See the big crayfish when I carry come. And this one be the crayfish. They come do this one inside. Use the other crayfish take cover. As I first put hand, na crayfish my hand. They now carry them say make I take open center. The now they touch something when be like stone inside. I carry the thing come out. As I open now, wanna see what I see inside though. Wanna see what they carry give me. Make I carry they go abroad. Wait I don't know one, no two. My enemy will go enter jail. Or the person will call they use me till they make money. If God protect me pass. If God not come.
Now that's very sad. That's very sad. What is this society turning into? Because if she was caught now, ignorance is not.
With that quantity of what we saw there.
Yeah, it could even take her for death penalty because there are some countries where you're caught with drugs. In fact, when you're even caught, like in Indonesia, it is a straight shoot on sight. Like there and there. They catch you, they shoot you down. There's no two ways about it. And then, second chance.
Amaka, this actually reminds me of the story of Pamela. Remember Pamela that trended now? Pamela, why?
Yeah,
because
Pamela.
I am sure that for this person to actually collect those goods from whoever gave it to her, it was on trust.
It was on trust.
Yes.
It was on trust. It's not like I can just go to anybody and say, help me send these things abroad. So it was on trust. That means we're actually dealing with another Pamela here.
Pamela, why? But then, you know what they tell you when you get to the airport and someone tries to tell you, please, my luggage, I have extra luggage and I do not want to pay for it. Please, can you just help me? Because maybe you're carrying a lesser quantity of luggages. Please help me carry mine. Most of the time, you're advised not to do such because at the airport, you don't know what is inside it.
It's security risk.
Yeah, it's very, very, very risky. When you're at the airport and someone says, hey, please help me carry my bag. I'm having too many luggages and they are charging me for extra luggage. Since you have just one, hold it for me. Don't do it. I'm just going to say, don't do it. Based on trust or whatever, with this video that we have just seen now, it's really wrong.
If you're not going to the airport, someone gives you something, use your discretion, check.
Yes.
Confirm in front of that person. There's something I was advised when I was young. When somebody gives you money, count it in front of that person to ensure that this is the amount he's giving you. So in this situations like this, confirm, look at it. Follow your discretion. There was something we were discussing yesterday somewhere also. When you are in a place and your heart advises you to do something, do it. Follow your heart. It might not be, you might feel, why am I doing this? But just do it. This woman might have said, nah, forget about that thing. It's crayfish.
Yeah.
Are you getting me?
Yes.
And now this crayfish was covered inside a wig.
Yeah,
I mean, the drugs that looks like a crayfish.
That
so
looks like a wig. Of course, you saw the way she brought it out from a compartment. And then on the body, it looked like crayfish.
Because I think there is need for us to break this down in Igbo because most people that fall victim of Yanomaka Wejiha abroad are our mothers.
Our mothers.
Fajewa omogo. So din na biko ka ihe unu jewa omogo. Mmadụ ebunye gị sị gị ọkwa Germany ka ị na-aga, ọkwa London ka ị na-aga. Yanomaka bunye nwa m ihe anụwa. Biko na-anya ọfụma.
Confirm.
Na-anya ọfụma. So ịbụrụ onye na-ada anụcha asụsụ, that video we watched, ihe ọ na-akọwa bụ na mmadụ tụrụ mmadụ ihe, nye ya ihe si ya wejere ya onye bi ebe ọ na-aga, na ọ na-eje mba ofesi. Oruzie na bia wee sị ka ya tọpe ka ya fugodi ihe dị ebe ahụ What do you call hard drugs?
Ogwike.
Yes, thank you. Crayfish. What's crayfish?
Crayfish.
Wasn't crayfish.
I can't remember the name, but
okay, crayfish. We all know crayfish. Crayfish. Ogwike. Actually, sinaka nwanya. Go buru ọgwụ ike ahụ buji obodo oyibo.
Very bad.
Ọpụrụsịkwa na-ejide nwaanyị ahụ. So our mothers, please be careful. Maka ndị nne oge ụfọdụ anya na-eme ka obi ebere.
Obiọma.
Ama m onye atọrọ
mpụ onye wee tọọ mpụ onye and mma oke si m bụ ya nwa ya n'obodo oyibo since nna eje ọmụgwọ ka m bụrụ ya na ma oke ezigbo mmadụ.
Yes, after all, nwa ya bi n'azụ ụlọ nwa. There is need for us to be careful. The world is becoming very wicked.
Yeah. Before you spend the rest of your Mugo life in prison.
All right, so let's go to the last video. This one is something that gives me joy. It's a little boy.
At least finally.
At least finally. It's not really that it gives me joy, but it gives me joy because this is a little boy trying to live above his disabilities.
Oh.
All right, a lot of times, a lot of people see disabilities as condemnation.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see people with a very tiny disability. Okay, let me use the word physically challenged.
Physically challenged.
Which brings me to, because I don't like to call these people disabled. They are just physically challenged. And like the popular saying goes, there is ability in disability. It depends on you. The way, Cobhams is disabled. He is physically challenged. Cobhams is like the best music producer, best music writer. He is a mastermind behind so many hit songs like Asa's Fire on the Mountain. We're just ordinary people. The Genie Ego, he is a good pianist. Like, he plays the piano, he is good at what he does, and guess what? He is blind. Now, when we begin to look at those people, and I'm sorry to say, but then I see people beg on the streets, and then I want to give you money, but then I feel I give them money quite all right. But then the one I don't even like is the one where the ladies are being led by a young boy, and then they are probably hitting whatever they are hitting, and then I just feel that the young boy should at least, because there is ability in every disability.
You know the part I don't like? I don't see women, because you have triplets, I don't see it as being physically challenged. You come to the market and you drop little children, maybe twins.
And you subject them to
There
so
was
many
actually one I saw.
harsh conditions.
This woman already have like multiple of them. That means you had the first one, begged with them, had the second one. Because that's the truth. Why is he not on the street begging? That's the truth. Some women see having children as being physically challenged too.
The definition is changing of being physically challenged. Everybody's now looking at any slightest chance to siphon money from people. And then people even fake it. Let's not even forget people.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there, because we know there are several of them that go to hire kids.
Yeah.
That go to hire kids to make money.
Yes.
The investment people, people who invest in begging. I
Okay,
don't want us to go there. Let's just face people who are really disabled and want to encourage them to be better. You get?
Okay.
Because if we go there, we'll have a lot of things.
Can we go there for a while?
Should we?
I really want to.
Let's go.
Now, something happened when I was in the university. Two things happened. There's this particular man. Is either he's coming with a bandaged hand or a bandaged leg. One day, he even came as far as with a bandaged private part.
Wow.
Then the next day, he now came, said he was dumb. The lecturer was like, he wrote something like, showed the lecturer like, I can't talk, I can't hear. So the lecturer was not like, my friend, get out of this class. The man just left the class. No, wait. The man just walked out of the class. So students were like, sir, it's somehow now. It's somehow.
Yeah.
The lecturer was like, don't you have common sense? This same man, I've been seeing this same man a lot of places, forming different illness.
Yeah.
Now, He is forming that he's dumb, he's deaf. How did he now hear me say, get out of the class?
Wow.
So what I'm saying is they are there.
I hope the young boys video that we've just played serves as an inspiration.
Yes.
We have so many other persons. Oscar Pretorius, the guy that runs, he doesn't have any leg, like amputee.
And several others who play
others who play and engage in athletics and the rest of it. So please,
Paralympians.
You are disabled does not mean that you are not able. I like that. I hope that serves as an inspiration to you. We don't discriminate.
No.
You are a human being too. You have a life to live.
It's about mindset.
Yes.
I was sitting in a bus yesterday when someone came to beg for alms, and I began to ask myself, I'm not wishing myself that, but if peradventure something happens, I think it's the mindset.
Yeah.
Put yourself in a situation where you can conquer your disabilities.
Yes.
It doesn't mean you can never do what someone, or you might not be able to perform at the optimal level that every other person would perform at. But identify the strength you can develop at that point. Yeah. I had a friend who is disabled, I think on the legs, but he writes.
Wow.
He started writing when he had disability, and he was selling books, making his money.
Wow.
Some other person could just find something you could do that can give you money. There's this.
Dave, your last word.
My last word is this thing I'm saying. There's someone I would remember in Omoawolo. I think his own is the same. I can't remember his own, but he makes school bags and sells a lot. We interviewed him, I think, on Good Morning Anambra sometime early in the year. So let's find something to do to better your society, increase your own life, and the lives of those around you. That's for me.
As for me, identify your strengths as a physically challenged person and channel all your energy into developing on that, and the sky will become a starting point, not even a limit.
Okay, so having said so much about being physically challenged, I want to talk about social media. Today we watched a lot of videos that appear funny to me, to you, but then when you look deep into them, when you critically analyze them, they weren't funny. So please, what I want to say is let's watch how we use social media. Let's watch who we use social media. Let's watch at whose detriment we're using social media. Are you using social media just to grow your image at the detriment of another person? Are you the type that in an accident scene, you're just being particular about being the first to post the breaking news and not about the lives that is about to be lost there? Today, as we end this particular segment of the weekend show, I want you to think about social media and think of how to impact lives. Well, weekend show is still going to continue because the weekend sports crew are here. But then Amaka, David, and myself, we have to be the ciao adios until next week. Bye-bye. After all the weekday stress from work, what do you wake up to?
The Weekend Show on ABS TV, Channel 24, with
Oluchi Carlo,
David Opopasele.
The people's opinion and contribution from the streets of Anambra State is Street Waka on the Weekend Show. I am Ogene Romeo Government.
Alright people, my name is Amaka Ubeche. I get crash every single fun event in town, bring it to you and make you feel like you attended. Just call me Miss Social.
The Weekend Show is educative,
entertaining,
informative.
It's extra everything.
Saturday mornings, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Join us.
The Weekend Show on ABS TV Channel 24 every Saturday